In 2014, Apple released the iPhone 6. As part of the promotion, they gave everyone a free copy of U2's Innocence album. The problem was that the content was forced on users with no option to delete it. This received a lot of negative feedback. I mean, if you're a fan of U2, this was great, but if not, it was an unneeded download taking up space on your phone and taking up space on your screen as you scrolled through your albums. Eventually, Apple released a tool to remove the unwanted album and seemingly learned their lesson. The lesson was that just because something is free doesn't mean users want it forced upon them without their consent. And unfortunately, that's exactly what Bethesda's next-gen update is doing. Bethesda tested the waters of this idea when they released their Skyrim Anniversary Edition in 2021. As part of the release, they included all the Creation Club content as a free bonus. Fortunately, none of their content was automatically downloaded, and you still needed to install the content from the Creation Club before it would appear in the game. This next-gen update for Fallout 4 bypasses all of that. Instead, as part of the free update, the new Creation Club content is included, and unlike Skyrim, rather than simply adding the new content as free downloads from the Creation Club, the content was instead automatically installed along with the rest of the update. This means that for me as a Steam user, unless I disable automatic updates, the update was forced to be installed before I could play the game. I haven't played the content yet, but I will have to since it's essentially part of the base game, and as a content creator, any strategy or build guides I create from now on will need to take that content into consideration. I wouldn't mind as much if the Creation Club content was self-contained in its own zones like Far Harbor or Nuka World, but this content is scattered in commonly wandered paths, so players will very naturally stumble upon them. To me, the worst DLC by far was the Automatron DLC, and it's not even because of the story or the rewards. It's simply because the initial encounter appears in a very commonly walked area and it's hard to avoid. And once you interact with that initial encounter, your random encounters will appear with DLC enemies. In fact, I lost my first attempt at a deathless survival run to one of these random encounter enemies. What in the world? I still need to play through each of the Creation Club quest lines to see how much they'll interfere with organic gameplay, but based on their initial quest locations, I am a bit concerned. Additionally, the new update has broken many long-standing mods, with a lot of mod enjoyers complaining that their game is now completely unplayable. Finally, the update added around 16 gigs to my installation, which is not an insignificant amount of space, especially for those who run their games on an SSD. Overall, at a fundamental level though, forcing free content on users without their consent or their ability to opt out is simply bad practice. Hopefully they'll add another update that gives users the option to opt out of the Creation Club content, but until then, we're just stuck with it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.